guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Jayashree and today I'm back with another makeup lesson, and today's topic is color correcting. So please subscribe to my channel to know more about makeup lessons and hair care and skincare. So if you want to know how to color correct your flaws and get a flawless face, please keep watching. So the first question about color correcting is, what is color correcting and why do we need it? Do you see those little dark circles or dark spots or any pigmentation around your lips or acne or pimples on your face that never tries to hide? Well, you need color correction to hide all these flaws. 9 out of 10 ladies out there have so many of these problems on their faces, and they would wish only one thing when God arrives, and that is going to be, how do I hide these flaws on my face? Well, color correction comes to rescue. So color corrector is something which is like concealer, which is very thick in consistency, that can hide all these flaws on your face when you apply it, and it's gonna cancel out all those problems on your face and then neutralize it, so that when you put on the foundation and the concealer, it stays put and it doesn't come out throughout the day. So then what is the difference between a corrector and a concealer? Basically, corrector is just used to cancel out the flaws, and then concealer is used on top of it to cover the cancellation. So that's how you layer the product so that it stays put throughout the day. So how do we color correct? First step is to find the flaws on your face. Now look down into a mirror and check if you have dark circles, and check the color of the dark circles. Basically, the color of the dark circles is usually purple or green. Right now I have green on my face, and for pigmentation also it's a mix of blue and green, and dark spots could basically be red or again a mix of blue and green, and you might even have some pale skin around your face, or you might even have those pimples which are red in color, and you have different colors for different flaws that are on your face. So what you do is you look at this color wheel right over here and you pick the exact color which is opposite to the color that you have on your face. That means, for an example, I have these dark circles and I have pigmentation around my lips. So these two are basically a mixture of green and blue. So the dark circles are usually because of the veins popping out, or even because of that thin layer of skin under your eyes. So that is either green or blue, or basically a mixture of green and blue. And my pigmentation is also a mixture of green and blue. So what I do is I check the color which is quite opposite to green or quite opposite to blue, and the color which I get is orange. So I pick a orange corrector and then I apply it under my eyes and around my lips to kind of cancel out that pigmented color on my face, and then to neutralize it. Wait, why do you have these many colors on the color wheel which you can't even use? Well, you have different color flaws on your face. For example, like I said, dark circles are green or blue. Your pigmentation is again green or blue. Your dark spots are either red or so many colors that you can't even name. So what really happens is you pick, like I said, you pick the color that is quite opposite to the color that's on your face. So now I'm going to go through each and every color that's available in the market, and I'm going to tell you why is it used. Let's talk about orange first, because that is the most important color corrector that's available in the market. Also, that is the most color corrector that is used across the world. So orange makes sure that it cancels out the green or blue shades that's on your face, that's something like your dark circles, pigmentation, or even dark spots on your face. You can use the orange corrector to kind of conceal and correct the green or blue. The next one that we have is green. So green, any green is used to cover out any redness that's on your face. For example, you might notice these red lines popping out around your nose or on your face. If you have a reddish undertone, you can see that redness coming out of your cheeks sometimes, and you kind of want to cover it up. So you can use green to cover out all the redness. Whereas purple is basically used to bring out any green that is there on your face. For example, some of us have these deeper skin tone, and those people might have some greenish things that might pop out of their face. For that you can use purple, because purple is usually used to highlight the face, and it's really good to bring out that shallowness that's on our face. When it comes to yellow, yellow is used to cover up all the paleness that is on your face. For example, sometimes some of the areas on your face might feel a little paler than the other skin around your face, so that is the area where you apply the yellow corrector, and then what happens, it brings out that pale area into the neutral skin tone that you have. So that is the basic use of all these 4 color correctors. Sometimes in the market you might not get color correctors like blue, or basically you get color correctors like these which are purple, but you don't seem to find blue. So you can mix a shade of this purple and orange or green to get that particular blue color, but I don't think you'll be needing any blue color corrector, and that is the reason people don't bring it out to the market. But a few of the brands that have so many different color correctors are MAC, and I think NYX also has few of those, but MAC is available in India and NYX is available throughout the world. So you can go find your shade of color corrector throughout the stores. And that is it for how to pick the color corrector for your face. So the next question is how to apply your color corrector. I'm going to tell you 3 different steps to make sure that you get the perfect flawless face. Number 1, cleanse your face. Cleansing your face is the most important step for makeup. Otherwise your pores remain open and all the dust and the makeup goes into your skin, and you get all of these pimples, all these gross pigmentation that bothers you throughout your life. So basically cleansing is the most important thing that you have to do. Second step, moisturize your face. Make sure that you moisturize your face so that once you apply makeup, your skin doesn't feel cakey. Also make sure that you protect your skin by applying moisturizer. Step number 3, always use a primer before you apply makeup, because primer stands as that particular layer which prevents the chemicals from the makeup to enter your pores and then clog your pores. So these 3 steps are really important when you're applying a corrector and a concealer, or these 3 steps are really important when you're trying to do a full face makeup routine. Okay, so these 3 steps are really important. Now I'm going to show you how to apply the color corrector on your face, and then the steps that is required that you have to do. So like I mentioned, before you start any makeup, make sure that you cleanse your face, you moisturize your face, and you prime your face. I have cleansed my face and I've used the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion to moisturize my face, and I have applied the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser as a primer. The reason that you have to do is to make sure that the makeup doesn't feel so cakey, or your skin doesn't feel so dry after you apply the makeup throughout the day. And the next step is to identify the flaws on your face. For me, if you can see, I have these dark circles and I have pigmentation around my lips, and I have these little dark spots on my right cheek. So I have to cover these 3 up before I put on any foundation to make sure that I have a flawless face. So this is how you identify your flaws. There's so many flaws that you can have. Did you ever know that 9 out of 10 people have these dark circles or pigmentation or dark spots or acne or whatnot? So our aim is to cover up all these flaws on our face. And then the next step is to choose our corrector. Now you have correctors available in different consistencies and in different forms and in different colors throughout the market. Right now I have 4 color correctors with me. I'm gonna talk through each of them. The first one I have is this MAC Studio Conceal and Corrector Duo. This is how it looks like. I don't know if you can see. One side it has the orange corrector and the other side it has the yellow corrector. Basically what orange corrector does is it helps you in preventing the dark circles popping out through your makeup throughout the day, and the yellow corrector's job is to make sure that it brightens up any pale skin tone that we have on our face. I use most of the orange ones because I don't have any pale skin on my skin. The only 3 things that I have on my skin are, like I said, my dark circles, pigmentation, and my dark spots. So this is one corrector. This is in liquid format, and for those of you who have dry skin, I recommend that you get the liquid color correctors because it makes sure that it doesn't get so dried up throughout the day. And then the next color corrector I have is again by MAC. This is the Pro Conceal and Corrector palette in medium deep. This has 3 concealers in this, and it has 3 correctors in this, if you can see. So these two are the concealer shades that I use the most, and this is the corrector shade that I use the most. This orange again helps you in covering up all the dark circles and pigmentation. This one I mostly use for contour because my skin is not that deep. And this one is again a yellow corrector. I don't use this up much. So like I said, this is the one that I use the most. So this one is again in a cake format, which is again very thick in consistency compared to the liquid ones that I've showed you before. So if anyone who has oily skin, I recommend this one for them. But those of you who have dry skin, you can put a drop of some beauty oil into this so that it it gives you that the thin consistency and moisturized consistency that you want. But I don't put any beauty oil. I just make sure that I moisturize my face really well before I put on the concealer. That way this doesn't feel so cakey on my face. So you can do that also. So this is the second concealer that I have, and the third one and my most favorite color corrector is the LA Girl Pro Conceal concealer. This is in the shade orange corrector. So the LA Girl has come out with so many concealers and correctors. They have mainly 3 shades of correctors. They have orange, they have green, and they have yellow. I've just got the orange one because it's amazing. So this is very dark, so just a little amount goes through on your face. This corrector can be used by any person who has any type of a skin tone. You can use this on oily skin, dry skin, combination skin, and all the skin types. This is really well. Its consistency is somewhere in between the liquid concealer, the liquid corrector, and the cake corrector. I don't know if you can see, but there's hardly any product left on the brush, but it still feels like there's a lot. So yeah, this also comes with a little brush on top, so you just have to squeeze it to get the product out. This is the most favorite one, and this one is like really low in price. I think in India you're getting this for 950 on Amazon, and in UK it's only £2.5, and in US I don't know the price. I'm gonna double check for you guys and let you know. But this corrector is amazing. I recommend this for everyone who's living on this planet. The next color corrector quadrant that I have is this Berry M color correcting kit, a flawless color correcting kit. It has basically 4 shades in this. It has kind of I don't know which shade this is. This is the actual concealing shade, and the other ones are this is the orange, green, and purple. I don't usually use any purple because it doesn't really do anything on my skin. For those of us who are in India, I don't think we need any purple or what do you call it, the purple or green. But those of you who have redness, you can go ahead and use any green corrector that's over here. So this quadrant was, I think, £5. I brought it in Superdrug. I don't think this is available in India, but you can choose the MAC one instead of this. That is a little pricey. You can also go for the LA Girl. They have green and they have yellow, so you can try them out. So the next step is to go ahead and apply the corrector. The way you apply the corrector is really simple. You just have a tissue handy, and then you just pick any corrector that you've chosen. Just take it. The trick here is not to apply too much, make sure that there's any product that's hardly left on the brush or on your finger. Just make sure that you apply whatever product that is that you pick up on the dark circles. Okay, the first thing that I want you to notice is when you're applying any corrector or concealer on your eyes, make sure that you look downwards and then check for the dark circles, and then you have to apply anything that's there on the brush. Again, make sure that you don't have too much of product. Just pick the required amount of product, and when you squeeze this, it makes it gets so much of product, so you can just wipe it on the tissue and pick as minimum amount of product as possible, and then apply it on the area. Again, you might have heard people saying that you have to apply your concealers in a V shape under your eye. That is not the case when it comes to correctors. You only have to apply it on the areas which is needed. I am also going to apply this on the area where I have pigmentation. It is going to look a bit orange right now, but don't worry, you'll have to blend it away. This pigmentation around the lips is basically a common problem that we have, so correctors really help to cover this problem. Those of you who have smile lines like me, the smile lines are the lines that you get around your lips when you smile. Don't worry, you can blend it out. It's not gonna get that bad. Now, for your moustache shade, the moustache shade is something that comes above around your lips, the place where you tend to have any moustache. You get some greenish shade over there. To cancel that out, you can either use a red color corrector, or you can also use a dark orange corrector like this, but make sure that you don't apply too much, otherwise you are gonna look like someone who has a big mouth which has all the orange around it. But anyway, you can also, if you don't get any red color corrector, you can also pick a red lipstick so that you can just apply. Now, when I'm trying to blend this out, what I'm doing is I'm taking my ring finger. Always use your finger to blend out the concealers, because concealers are very thick in consistency and you don't want any brush or any sponge sucking up all the moisture that you have on your face. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking my ring finger, I'm warming it up a little by rubbing it against my thumb, and then I am slowly blending it off. Now, when you're blending it, don't drag it, don't sweep it, just tap it on the area, and make sure that in between you take off the excess from your finger onto the tissue, just to make sure that there is not any excess product on your face. I don't like to put a lot of makeup on because, let's face it, we do feel a little uncomfortable when we have so much of products or so many layers on our face. So I always try and find natural solutions for these kind of problems. I am going to put a lot of effort, and I am using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation Plus Concealer. Always remember, if you want a flawless face, you should always use a full coverage foundation. I will do a separate session only on foundation for you guys, just to make sure that you know what kind of foundations are there, how to pick a foundation and all that. But for now, always remember, if you want a flawless face, even though you apply a corrector, you should and always should use a full coverage foundation. So I've just taken a bit of that foundation on the back of my hand, and since I have a very dry face, I'm going to drop one drop of this L'Oreal Paris Extraordinary Boosting Oil into the foundation, just one drop. If you drop if you include more than one drop, the foundation is going to lose its consistency, and it's not going to turn out to be a full coverage foundation. Now remember, when I'm dotting the foundation, I am dotting one dot under my eyes, one dot around my lips, one dot in between. It's just because I've applied all of this color corrector. Just for the sake of you guys, I'm not going to use any brush or any sponge today to blend the foundation. I'm going to show you how to use your fingers, and I'm going to show you how to use the warmth of your fingers to blend the foundation. Now, since I've dotted the foundation, make sure that you don't do this, because you're going to get all the corrector all over your face and it's going to ruin the purpose of the correction. Now, I'm just taking my two fingers, the middle two fingers or the first two fingers will do the job. What I'm doing is I am starting to blend. When I say blend, I'm starting to dab the foundation, and I'm gonna let the foundation sink into my skin. And for the under eyes, after this you have to apply concealer for your under eyes to make sure that there is minimum flaws that are seen on your face. Again, I'm going to use a concealer by LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Creamy Beige. Now I'm going to just take a little bit of this concealer and I'm going to apply this around my eyes. Once I've applied the concealer, I have set it up with a non-talc face powder, and I've applied my favorite blush, eyeshadow and lipstick. That is the finished look. If you can see, all my dark circles and my pigmentations have been covered with the color correction, and my face look quite flawless. So that's it for today's video. I'm going to see you next time with another video. Please do make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more videos. Until next time, I'm going to see you later. Remember to be you. Bye-bye.